Hey guys, this is gonna be a little mouse pad roundup with some X-ray pads and quad. Add in the Gitoper pad as well. I'll start off with a Equate V2. Um, Pad was really weird for me because I sucked with it, and I don't know why. I just felt really inconsistent with it. Um, but it really doesn't seem like it's a bad pad if it's up your alley because just I suck. Um, I was just really inconsistent with it. I don't even know why. But some days I would just do great, and some days I would miss everything. Um, you do get three or four different colors. I believe they have custom ones on their website nowadays. Um, it is packaged like rolled up. It doesn't lay completely flat. It does have a little um lift on the outskirts of the pad, but it's not anything terrible. You could probably get it to lay flat eventually if you sit like some books or something on it. It's not crazy bad. It wasn't like unusable or anything, but it does have a little lift up on the stitching. Nothing really bad about the stitching. It's soft. It is a little above the surface pad, so you will feel it a little. But it's not abrasive or anything. You shouldn't have any issues with this pad. As far as speed, I would put this in the fast side. I would I would put it at like a hmm, 6.5 to 7.5 because it's really with how it changes. Um, with a Saturn being a 5, for control, I would I'd put it at like a 4 to 5 control, like your GSR being like a 10 and stuff, with like extremely muddy GSR and 10. But surface, a little abrasive, but it's not anything crazy. You do have abrasion, so it could irritate your skin, but not. I wouldn't say it's as bad as like a hen or anything like that. Pricing, they have $30 on this one and 35 on the other side's the square, which isn't too bad. It's like 40 shipped, I guess, around there. The base, you're looking at like a soft to midish base. You're just your standard rubber base, basically. Um, does stick perfectly fine. Um, but this is all right, pad, I would say. All right, we'll get to what is the Equate OG. As far as this pad, I really feel like they should upgrade this pad just because I feel like it's one of the better slower pads that doesn't really get affected by humidity since it's a hybrid type surface filling. But hopefully they don't discontinue this pad because I believe they might would have because of the Minerva. Um, but I feel like there's still a spot for the original Equate with how slow it is. As far as colors, they did have tons of colors. I'm not sure about now. This is rolled up. This pad did not have any issues with laying flat or anything. One laid flat pretty good. As far as like abrasion or anything, it's you can feel it, but it's not abrasive. It's more like a furry, false type feeling. But is I mean, people would consider this like a hybrid pad, I would guess. So, but you shouldn't have any issues with like the Equate V2 Pro Plus or whatever, or one, or this one with humidity, because fabric really holds up to humidity really well. But I really think there's this place for this pad. Pricing same as the other one, same sizes. I just really hope they bring it back this pad and do upgrades or stuff like that. Far as like speed, I would put this pad at like a 2 or 3 for speed, with the Saturn being like a 5, 6, depending on thing. Could think it's faster, could slower than me. So I like to give those ranges. Parts control gonna be up there with your GSR. I would say it's probably like a 8 to 9, maybe a little faster than the GSR. It's been so long since I've used that pad because it was always dog water. But I like this design. Goes well with my mouse. Really slow, but could be a banger for CS if they brought it back and revised it. But I'll do the Minerva. This is the Minerva DNA. They have 2 different colors. Supposed to be their slower pad. Oops, I have it backwards. Um, I believe this one is 30 as well. The stitching on this pad is better than the other ones. Actually, below the surface. This pad is also 6 millimeters thick. I forgot to mention the other ones are 3 millimeters, so it's a little thicker. It is on your slower side, but honestly, it's so smooth. This pad's so smooth. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It feels like maybe I don't think it has a coating, but it's that type of fabric that feels like it has a coating. I don't believe it does though. It's really smooth. Feels like silk basically. Kind of reminds me of like the Pure Track, um, MF1 or MF2, but the base is like a soft or so. Um, they do only have one size in this pad, which is 490 by 400, 6 millimeters thick. I wouldn't consider this pad as slow as the Equate. I would probably bump it up to like a 3 to 4 for speed, with the Saturn being 5 to 6. It is slow, and it's also could be affected by humidity because all closet pads are affected by humidity a little bit. With it being a smooth surface and printed design, starting to have a feeling that a lot of the designs that are printed and stuff like actually affect the pad when they're really smooth. Over time, with it being so smooth, like most of the pads like this are they like get like a fuzzy feel where you lay your arm. So I'm not really sure if this want to happen on this one because that would take like a month or two of heavy use to use that. But I used it for a week or two and didn't have any issues with that. But parts control, I put this probably at like a 7 or 8. Um, it does get pretty slow with bigger skates, of course, because bigger skates usually are slower. But that's the Minerva. Really solid pad. Probably, I would say the Equate OG, and then this one, and the Equate V2 Pro Plus or whatever would be in the order I like the pads. Okay, this is gonna be your Gitoper pad. The G2, I believe, yeah, G2. Um, pad has potential, but um, the mail kind of ruined the package. So I have like a big crease down. Can't really see it. Um, is they do have different colors and stuff, but this pad's pretty abrasive. I did uh, have waves on the top of my pad, which hopefully they fix the packaging. I think that could fix. You're looking at like a soft base. I didn't really get time to use this pad because literally has a crease down the middle. Well, actually, you can see it right here. So it was kind of unusable. My camera keeps out of, but um, yeah, this could be like a okay pad. I think $30 might be a little steep, honestly. So many pads like this. I believe if they could price it in like the $20 range, because this honestly feels kind of like the HyperX pad, and they have the same base too. Um, and that pad's like $15. I think almost $20 shipped. So they kind of have like a competitor there. Pad's really abrasive too. It does come in a good size. Well, I believe it's 490, 420. But yeah, speed probably I would put it at like a 6 to 7. Roll probably like a 4, 5. But somebody last pad. This one's from Ghostglides. Um, really like this pad personally. Kind of has the same feeling as like the regular Equate, but it's faster. I would say this is a solid control pad. Um, Size is I think a little different than usual sizes. It's 500 by 430 by 4 millimeters, so it's a good size. Um, this is I would say I would give this a control pad. Not too slow. I would rate it with about the same as the Saturn, maybe a touch faster, maybe depending on humidity. I would say. This shouldn't be affected by humidity too much. It's just this type of fabric. I haven't had any issues with that. Um, Stopping power, I would say, from being like 7 to 8, I would, or maybe like a 6 to 7. Um, but this is a really solid pad. Honestly, I think they should try to make more of these, so they don't have like a limited like amount of them. But the design is so nice. I don't really like anime or anything, but this is not really anime. It's me at least pretty cool. But say this base is like you saw soft around there. Maybe you could say it's some people actually I would consider this a soft base. Stitching, you shouldn't have any issues with that along your arm, a little above the surface, but it's really soft. No issues with it not laying flat. The base is like a standard rubber. This pad is priced at $38, so it's a little steep for people in the US since they are a UK based company, I believe. They do have skates and stuff that I'm hearing a lot of hype over, so I'm gonna have to try those. But I would recommend this pad if it was a little cheaper for us in the US. Yeah. Um, you're over there, solid pad. I would say they could do like an upgraded version with the Surface, but and they can price it at like $45, 40 with like I'm not Boron. I don't know. I think this pad's perfectly fine without Boron. Honestly, it would be cool if they could do a mid base or so firmer. Um, but I didn't have any issues with any of these pads. Honestly, with as far as like pushing down my pad, pushing down inland like mouse feet, dig into the pad. So no issues with those. But this is the mouse pad roundup. Thanks for watching. Sorry the video's a little longer and my voice is dying. Um, I need some water, but Well, controllers, thanks for watching, and keep your head up, sub, and have a good day. Bye.